Why should you invest in tax deeds? Because the profits can be huge. Now here's a person with no previous experience, and after just a few hours of instruction, she purchased 7 properties for pennies on the dollar.
This is our first property. Mario went and visited close to over 40 properties at that county. When he stopped in front of that house, the gentleman came out, and I don't know if you can see, there's a little sign that it's a foreclosure sign. So when Mario stepped out of the car to go visit, because when you go visit properties, it's a good idea to go in the back if you can. Sometimes you can, but most times you can. And when Mario crossed the street and went to visit that house, the gentleman came out and he asked Mario if he was interested in buying that property. And Mario said yes. He says, "Are you the owner?" And the gentleman says, "No, I'm the tenant." He says, "Okay." He says, "Are you interested in buying this property?" And the tenant says, "Yeah." He says, "Why aren't you coming to the sale?" He says, "Well, I can't miss work, because if I miss work, I'm going to lose my job." And Mario said, and they start talking and chit-chatting, and Mario asked for the condition of the house, and it seems to be in fairly good condition. So Mario, at that auction, there were 500 properties for sale. We ended up buying one. Speaking to the tenant made all the difference. When Mario called me the night prior, says, "Linda, I've met this gentleman, and I really like to buy this home and sell it back to him. If we can help him and his family, that would be super great." So that's exactly what we've done. We've bought the house. Mario won the bid. Mario bid $4,500 for that house. The different fees were $1,240. What you need to know about New York is that there's no minimum bid in New York. The back taxes are added after you won the bid. So when you calculated your maximum that you want to bid, you have to include those numbers. You add that to the maximum bid. So we bought that house for $5,740. The land assessment, $4,400. The total assessment, $20,500 with the city. And the full market value, $34,746. The owner of that house was the neighbor, and he bought it, and he was selling it to the tenant. But unfortunately, she wasn't able to pay her tax, and she wasn't able to pay the tax of her house. So next year, the neighbor's house will probably be up there to sell. We sold it to Mr. Lewis, the tenant, for $15,000 on a lease option for 5 years at 5%. Plus, he's paying the tax and he's paying the insurance. So we're receiving $361 a month for the next 5 years. We're going to make up our money in 3 or 4 months from now. So in a year, we'll make $4,332. In 5 years, we'll make $21,660. And our profit will make $15,920. Thank you. This is our check. So we bought those property through Mario's company, and it's Mr. and Mrs. Lewis. This is Mr. Lewis. Since then, the house is not blue anymore, it's white. They've renovated all the facade. Every time that we went to visit, we had a chance to visit him twice. He's always there with his sons, his granddaughters, and his grandson. It's going to be the first time in his life that he's going to be a owner. And within 5 years, this house is going to be his. So that's also something that rings a bell with us. We'd like to help people have a house and be able to afford it and live in it.
Ted.Thomas offers free webinar workshops at www.tedthomaswebinar.com.